off the bag. Nobody out. 3-2 now to Trumbo. Here comes Bogaerts. Has to wait on it a bit. Gets the certain out. Pedroia taken out. Machado is done, but Pedroia a little shaken up on the play as Trumbo becomes the runner at first base. And did Pedroia get spiked? You do get the man in the middle, but Pedroia down.
Very slowly hit, and that gave Machado a chance to get down on Pedroia. Now, the question is, did he go over the bag to get him? That's what I'm questioning. I think John Farrell's doing that right now. There's the slide. He makes contact, but then he comes up and over the bag. Looks like he did get spiked in the back of the leg. And I think Farrell's questioning that now, whether they look at it or not. You know, the rules are so much different now around second base.
Dustin Pedroia is shaken up, and he's going to come out of the game. Does this go back to the bona fide slide? Defined as making contact with the ground ahead of the base, in position to reach the base with a hand or foot. See John Farrell lingering there now.
I think they're going to look at this.
Red Sox have already replaced Hernandez with Bogaerts. So now need a new second baseman, and Pedroia very, very slowly leaving the diamond. Umpires are gathering on the right edge of the mound to talk about this.
My question is, what happens after the out? You see, they've got the force play at second base, and then off the bag comes Machado, and in this day and age, I don't think that's legal.
Joe Kelly would agree. It seemed like a very, very late slide.
It did. It started off okay, but his foot was high, as we could see, and he caught Pedroia in the back of the calf, it looked like, but then continued to roll into him. And that's why I think they're taking a look. They're going to, Farrell's trying to convince them that,
yep,
that's the rule now.
Meanwhile, the infield's a bit of a mess. Selski has to come in to play third base with Sandoval moving from third over to second. Brock Holt today went on the disabled list because of vertigo. As Jackie Bradley returned, that was the move the Red Sox made on the roster. But more important than anything else, Dustin Pedroia is out of the game.
Yeah. And Farrell's having a hard time convincing him to take a look at this.
The whole purpose of the new rule, which was instituted last year, I thought was plays like this. Very late slides and trying to protect the defender. And Dustin Pedroia was hung out to dry there.
Well, it's a legitimate complaint. I mean, the way the new rules are now, and before the new rules, it would not have been any question about it. It would have been what it is, and that's the end of it. So now they're going to go look at it and see if they could possibly call a double play on it. Now there's the look at it here. We get, actually, I'm not even sure he got the force play at second base. But the momentum that Machado had going past the bag is what concerning the Red Sox right now.
Dustin Pedroia may have been spiked on that play.
It looked like he was spiked on the back of the calf. Now that's speculation, because it just looked like that foot that was high over the bag caught the back of his leg.
John Farrell is forced a challenge here. That took some doing. But they are taking a look in New York. This play is under review.
In my opinion, under the new rules, that should be called a double play. And that used to be very, very commonplace. There would be no question about it. The slide, the light comes up. He follows across the bag. And then he's trying to hold Pedroia up, who was going down after being what looked to be spiked.
Very late slide. Dangerously. Which was the point of the new rule. And they're taking their time to look at it. Machado was ruled out on the play.
He starts early enough, but watch the foot come up and get him with the cleat, it looks like, there in the back of the leg. And then the momentum carried him back over the bag. You know, to me, that was always very commonplace. But in today's game, that could end up being a double play. And I don't think the Red Sox had any chance at all at the runner at first base.
No. No, in fact, had conceded that Trumbo would be the base runner. No, we're over 2 minutes here on this one. That's for sure.
That's a tough call. It's a tough call with those new rules.
And now they have come to a conclusion. Out.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's out?
Oh, John is upset.
Yeah, who's out? We already knew the guy at second base was out.
That's the only out they're counting, is the out at second base.